Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to today's TSF1 Greece Podcast for the Fuji 6-hour race. Today, along me, I have my co-host Panos. Hello, Panos. How are you doing?
Hello, Alex. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, Fuji had a lot of everything. So, let's go directly to the quali. And we got some exciting news from the race at Fuji Speedway. So, let's go for it. Shall we start with the Hypercar category?
Sure, Alex. Toyota Gazoo Racing has showcased a dominant performance, securing the front row for the race. The number 7 GR010 hybrid, driven by Kobayashi, will lead from pole position after setting a blistering time of 1:27.794. And guess what? He was the only driver to go under 1:28, especially impressive given the late rain shower.
Definitely, Kobayashi seemed quite pleased, didn't he?
He sure did. He mentioned his familiarity with the circuit and how critical it was to build the temperature in the tires. He was genuinely surprised by his lap time and hopes for sunshine.
And it was not just him. So Brendan Hartley, driving the number 8 GR010 hybrid, clocked a 1 minute 28.418, ensuring an all Toyota front row. Toyota is eyeing its 5th win in the 6 races in this season. But we also had some surprises, didn't we?
Indeed, Porsche Penske Motorsports secured 3rd and 4th on the grid, with Kevin Estre in the number 6 and Fred Makowiecki in the number 5. Ferrari, Toyota's main title rival, had a challenging session, setting for 6th and 7th. James Calado, driving the Le Mans winning number 51 Ferrari, was over a second off pole.
Calado seemed a bit taken aback by the results, and one could say Ferrari had a Ferrari weekend. Same thing with F1, right?
He sure did. He expected better, but acknowledged the Toyota's superior performance, especially praising Kobayashi's magical lap. The race will be challenging, but he is hopeful about their strategy.
And what about Peugeot, though?
A bit of a letdown for them. Their 9X8s, which have prior experience at Fiji, could only manage 10th and 11th, struggling in the mixed conditions.
You mean Fuji? Because Fiji...
yes, Fuji, I'm sorry.
Yes, Panos is still in a summer mood, on a vacation mood. So, let's move on to the LMP2 category. Well, Phil Hanson from United Autosport stole the show, didn't he?
Absolutely. Hanson secured the class pole for the number 22 Oreca, marking his first WEC pole. He narrowly outperformed WRT's Luis de la Traze, who had to settle for second. Oliver Jarvis, also from United Autosport, placed third with a 1:32.453 in the number 23.
And Toyota's Oreca also took 4th with the number 34 Inter Europol coming in 5th. Now, let's wrap it up with the GTE Amateur category.
Ben Keating was the star here, securing his 3rd pole of the 2023 season in the number 33 Corvette Racing C8R. The track conditions seemed tricky, but Keating managed the 1:38.338, surprising many, including his teammate Nicky Katzbrook.
And Sarah Bovey from Iron Dames was close. Wasn't she?
Very close indeed. She was ahead for a few seconds before Keating's lap. Following them, the 777, the Stallion Racing, and number 98 Northwest AMR Aston Martin secured the second row. Hiroshi Koizumi, driving the number 21 Ferrari from AF Corse, rounded off the top 5.
Great. So moving on now to the race. We had a lot to unpack, so I think we should, again, following the flow, go first of all with the Hypercar category.
Exactly. Toyota Gazoo Racing gave a stellar performance, securing a 1-2 finish on their home turf. The number 7 GR10 driven by Kobayashi, Conway and Lopez, led the race, closely followed by the sister car, number 8. But it wasn't a straightforward win, was it?
No, definitely not at all, I would say. The number 6 Porsche Penske 963 of Vantor, Estre and Lotterer led for a significant portion of the race. They really made Toyota have to fight and earn that victory. Vantor's daring move on the start set the tone, didn't it?
It sure did. He took the lead right from the get-go, and both Toyotas had to play catch up. Conway in the number 7 had to switch gears from building a lead to fighting back through the field. It was intense.
Yeah, and definitely. And the battle between Lopez and Estre was something to behold. I mean, Kevin Estre is nothing short of amazing every time at the Nürburgring. And this time Lopez tried everything but couldn't find a way past. That was though until Hirakawa in the number 8 Toyota made his move and took the lead.
That move was the turning point, Alex. Once Toyota secured the lead, Porsche's chances dwindled. And with the final hour approaching, team orders saw Hartley let Kobayashi through, sealing the 1-2 finish for Toyota.
And this victory had also significant implications as Toyota clinched the manufacturer's title for a 5th consecutive season. Lopez had some heartfelt words after the race though, didn't he?
He sure did. He thanked everyone involved in the project, both in Cologne and Japan. Kobayashi also expressed hope that this victory would draw more attention to their championship.
Definitely, and though the driver's title is still up for the grabs, so the number 8 crew is currently leading with 133 points, but today's race winners are closing in at 118. Ferrari's number 51 team sits in third with 108 points, so maybe something can still be done there.
Speaking of Ferrari, they had a challenging race. Neither of their cars finished on the lead lap, and they reported grip issues. F1 interface here. And Peugeot, they finished 7th and 8th, a far cry from their performance at Le Mans and Monza.
Peugeot was also racing. Okay. So, okay. Apparently Peugeot was also part of the race. And now, moving to someone faster in the LMP2 category. WRT nearly had a 1-2 finish with Kubica in the number 41 car having a fantastic race, finishing 16 seconds ahead of the number 22 United Autosports Oreca. The championship is also heating up in the LMP2 category because WRT's number 41 trio is leading with 135 points.
De La Tour summed it up as well, emphasizing the importance of a clean race and scoring as many points as possible. They've set themselves up nicely for the finale.
And I think they will definitely get it at the end. So, I mean, they had a good season, so it's looking good for them. So, let's go to the final category. Let's talk GTE Amateur. Oh, there was drama post-race, wasn't there? Like Formula 1 2 years ago.
Absolutely. The number 57 Kessen Racing Ferrari received a post-race penalty, promoting the number 33 Corvette to the second place. The number 54 AF Corse Ferrari took the win, but it was a roller coaster race for the Corvette team.
And Keating's fuel-saving strategy was also impressive. I mean, but the penalties that they got, especially the contact with the number 54 Ferrari, unfortunately cost them dearly.
It sure did, but despite the setbacks, Varone and Katzberg fought hard. The penalty for Kessel dropped them to 4th, with the 85 Iron Dames Porsche finishing 5th.
And that was it pretty much for Fuji, and I think we are only around 2 months ago from the season finale on November 4th in Bahrain, and it's going to be interesting. So I think pretty much that could sum it up. Rain definitely, I mean, Fuji and rain is like, I don't know, siesta time in Italy. So, something to be expected that will definitely happen. And it was a good race. It was an interesting race. Some teams left with bitter taste, some others like Toyota winning the Constructor Championship in your home soil. I mean, it's always something great. So, any further comments?
I think Bahrain will be an interesting race. I mean, even in the hypercar class, we see that the championship is still not over. I'm not talking only about Toyota or Gazoo Racing.
It's about the 2-3 position as well. I mean, we could have something changed there, so it will definitely be interesting.
Exactly.
And you can always have a DNF. I mean, Bahrain is especially hot, so you never know. That would sum up today's podcast. Thank you very much, Panos, for being with me. We look forward then to the race on November 4th, so you can expect our podcast to be published around the beginning of next week, so 6th to 7th November. Till then, thank you very much for listening to us, and we look forward to having you for our last podcast to sum up this season. From the TSF1 Greece Podcast team, have a great day. Bye-bye.